Creating and managing bins. So here we have a bunch of media down in our project browser, and we like to organize it a little better. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to create a new bin. When I create a new bin, it'll come up here and say, what bin do you want? I'll say it's Amsterdam, and I'll hit enter. Now, inside of this bin, I can create another bin. I'm going to click right on the icon and create another bin, and I'll call this one clips. I'll hit enter, and I'll go down here and I'll create another bin. I'll call this one images. So now I can come back up one layer in my tree, and you can see I have Amsterdam, images, and clips. So here I have an image. It's a JPEG. I'm going to drag it up onto the images, and there it goes. So I'm going to do the same with all of these clips. I'm going to drag them in the clips. Now I have it much more organized. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another new bin, and I am actually going to change this a little bit, and I'm going to add some more images in here, and I'm going to actually create a new bin. I'm going to call it Zola. Except I got to spell it a little better here. And then under there, I'm going to create a new bin that's called clips. And I'm going to open up this particular file, and I'm going to just drag and drop here. Now I'm going to move, I have two monitors, but I'm going to drag over one of my Windows Explorer here, and I'm going to come down and say, oh, here it is. Let me get this over so I can see a little better. And so I got to go down and find Zola here. There we go. And in here, I have some movies and I have some images. Or do I? Looks like all my images. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to this one. Here we go. I got some movies here. So I'm going to drag a couple of movies here, and I'm going to drag this right down into my project browser. You'll see now I can go back up in my project tree, and you can see how I'm building an organization in here. Now, keep in mind, I can come down here and switch this to icon views, and then now I can go along and say, oh, here's my Zola, and I can switch this to icon views as well, right? So I can go up and down in my tree, and I can set these to be either icons or lists. And frankly, I like lists a lot of times. I'm not so worried about seeing them as much. I can see them in my source monitor. So you can switch. Example, I can go over to my clips here, and I can say, oh, I can go to the icon and I can see those, and I can say, oh yeah, that helps a little bit. But sometimes when you get a lot, I like lists. So you can manage your media much better by using these bins. And so you also want to change the way you view them down here with your list view, your icon view, or your freeform view. Now your freeform view allows you to have different sizes. You can group things together, and you can kind of say how big you want each clip to be, etc. So I typically use my icons in my list personally, but you can use any three here. So this is creating bins and managing our bins.